you've been in many places and traveled the world, and we can talk about some of that coming up. But is there anything sort of unique or special in Halifax's food and wine market?
Well, I think we have a pretty diverse and robust food and wine scene. I think it's probably gone gangbusters in the last 5 years since we've seen the explosion on the waterfront. You know, I think obviously I think this local trend has been very good for the local wine community, and we do have good local wines. I think I wouldn't have said that as demonstratively 20 years ago when our wine industry was, let's say, variable at best.
Okay.
But now I think the exciting thing about living here is that we've got good local ingredients, good local restaurants, and good local wineries and breweries, you know, that are producing pretty high class, and in some cases world class, not all the time, but in the case of Nova Scotia wineries, they make pretty freaking good sparkling wine, and that is on par with anywhere in the world. Not everything is, but that's okay. And the rest of the world doesn't make every style either.
That's right.
You know, so we keep, I think a lot of times when people talk about Nova Scotia wine and they go, oh, I don't like Nova Scotia wine. Well, no, you probably don't like 70% of Nova Scotia wine, but I guarantee you there's 30% that's really good. And if I said someone else, oh, I'll take you to parts of France where they only make white wines. Well, they do it very well. They don't care. They're not trying to make those other styles that their climate doesn't do well with. So we shouldn't put that same criticism on our local wineries. Celebrate what they freaking do good. Buy what they do good. And don't expect them to make big, full-bodied red wine because they can't. And if you buy one thinking you're going to get a good wine, well, you're crazy.
Yeah, that's a good point. And that makes perfect sense. I've never heard it explained that way, but that's a very good way of putting it. And can you explain, maybe this isn't a question you can answer in short form, but why can't we make in Nova Scotia big full-bodied red wine?
We just don't. Have you felt
the grapes?
The temperature outside today?
Okay. It's the climate? It's the
climate. We don't want, grapes to make full-bodied red wines, you need sugar in your grapes. And to get sugar in your grapes, you need to ripen them more. And so you need a certain amount of heat units to get there. We just simply do not get the heat units to get there. But what we do is have a very long, cool growing season. So it means we can make lighter styles of red wine and white wines because we have a very elongated season. So we don't get big sugar, but we still can get ripe flavors in the skins. And that's why Las Vegas is never going to be a great wine producing region. They have ample sunshine, but the thing is their sugar, they'll grow the grapes, the sugars would go like this, but flavors need more time. So what we have is perfect for flavor ripeness, just not perfect for getting sugar. So we'll never make the big full-bodied red wines because you need sugar to convert to alcohol, which gives you that sense of body and weight. But we can do lighter style reds, fresh whites, and sparkling wines.
Okay, great.
So it's all climate.